Hey everybody, it is Mr. B. Don't let it fool you. Yeah, I know, it's awful and it's very angry. Probably the first time in 20 years that I've actually seen all this, which is a reminder as to why I prefer to keep it covered up. But I shaved it because by the time this comes out, probably we're all going to be mandated to be wearing masks, which I support. It's all about protecting you from me, protecting each other from each other. So anyway, so I am going to attempt, because I am no baker. I do not profess to be a baker, but it is something I'm interested in, so I'm going to start giving it a hand. But I'm going to attempt to do one of those old damn fashioned chocolate pies. Not the kind that you use the Jell-O pie filling and all that crap, but you actually cook the cocoa with the sugar and the stuff and the eggs and, you know, yum. And then we're going to attempt a meringue. All of this is an attempt. I've never done any of this before, so you guys are going to see if it's a disaster, it's a effing disaster, and if it comes out, then it comes out. You used to see these chocolate pies everywhere, and you don't see them so much. I don't know why they've necessarily fallen out of, you know, vogue, if you will. So this chocolate pie recipe actually was my great-grandmother's, Granny, chocolate pie, and I do not have a memory of actually having it. But I do remember them around quite a bit. So my ma is probably going to be the guinea pig to see if I'm even coming close to what she remembers as this chocolate pie. So let's see how it goes, right? Now, pie basically consists of a couple of things, right? You've got a pastry, and then you've got a filling, and then sometimes you've got some sort of topping. Well, my philosophy here is that we're going to get to the pastry at some point, maybe a little further down the road. I'm going to focus on the filling for this video and try to get that right. Because let's face it, at the end of the day, it don't matter how damn good your pastry is. If your filling is shit, you got a shit pie. So let's keep our fingers crossed. We're going to see how this goes. See what happens. Hopefully we've got something delicious at the other end of this. But here we go. This is Granny's chocolate pie. Alright, for Granny's chocolate pie, you are going to need 3 eggs. You are going to need 1 1/4 cup of sugar. You are going to need 1/2 cup of flour. We're going to use about 3 heaping tablespoons of the Hershey's cocoa. About, what is it? Let's see, teaspoon, of vanilla. 2 cups of water, dash of salt. And as I mentioned, I'm going to be using a graham cracker store-bought crust today. So let's get this on the stove and get going and pray it works. I'm going to attempt to separate 3 eggs. You want to save the whites because that's how you're going to get to your meringue. We're going to start mixing our ingredients. We're going to add our sugar. Boing. We will add our flour. Boing. I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Not chocolate without the chocolate, right, kids? So 3 heaping tablespoons of the cocoa. I don't know how Granny defined heaping, but I'm going to go with something like that, damn it. Let's get a dash of salt in it. Doing, 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 doing. Our eggs. And our water. And I forgot to mention, you're going to need about 1/2 stick of butter. So, now this is coming straight out of the fridge, so it's going to mix like a son of a bitch, I'm sure. And let's try to mix this stuff together. The problem I have with bacon is I always feel like I'm forgetting something. So I'm looking over my shoulder, my laptop, which is on the damn stove. I'm keeping it nearby. I've got the recipe. It's just not a natural, I'm not in my natural element with it, typically. Because when I'm savory or sauce, then, you know, I go with it. I have a more instinctive feel as to what I'm doing. This shit you gotta measure and all this kind of stuff. Alright, let's get it over to the stove and slowly start heating it up. Okay, to the stove we go. If it scorches, guys, then we're at the end of the video and I'm not going to fool with it anymore. Wish me luck. And I think it's supposed to start thickening up. So let's stay tuned. Otherwise, it's going to be a damn good cup of hot chocolate. I can tell y'all that. Right, we are starting to get some thickness going here. But when do you know? I'm just going to have to rely on instinct. Okay, I'm starting to get some steam coming up off of this. You guys can see the texture there. I'm going to say I'm ready. That's thick. I'm afraid if it goes any further, I'm not going to be able to control the scorch. All right? Done. All right, let's get this thing poured up, shall we? Or try. Yes, I tasted it. I licked the beater, the whisk, and it is just ridiculously amazing. It's better than any damn milk chocolate bar you've ever had in your life. I'm not going to lie. Let me get every bit of it. And I'm going to save this for later. Let's move on to the meringue, kids. Aluminum bowl and hand mixer because, no, I am not going to use a whisk to get egg whites up to a, soft peak, stiff peak. What the hell do you guys think this is? The Bon Appetit test kitchen? Lost your damn minds. Alright, let's get started. Get these egg whites in here. Alright, I'm going to attempt to get some meringue on this thing. God help us. According to my meemaws, one of the tricks with meringue is you need to get this spread all the way to the edges of the pie crust, because if you don't, it has a tendency to contract, I think, and if you don't, then, well, you end up with one of those pies where the meringue's in the middle, but you've got that ring around the edge. So let's see what I can do about spreading this out. This bacon shit will drive you to drink. I felt this frantic and get it on over there. Get it on. Now we want to do some loopy peaky things because we want this to, we want to brown it, right? So it's about to go in the oven for just a few minutes. Now, maybe if I try a fork, maybe I can get some lift. I'm going to put it into a 425 degree oven for about 4 to 5 minutes. I'm going to keep an eye on it, and we'll see what we got on the other side. Yes, indeed. I'm quite pleased. I hope it tastes worth the damn. So we're going to let this cool all the way down before we cut it. I'll probably top it with a little cocoa, you know, make it all nice and pretty and all of that. And let's keep our fingers crossed. Maybe we're close to the finish line on this one. Okay, so I have been letting this chill now for a couple of hours, and I'm real nervous about it. So I'm going to just kind of sprinkle a little bit of this chocolate on it, because why not? Okay, now remember what I told you. Never done this before. This could be a complete and total disaster, and if it is, you're going to see it real time. So, it's always the first cut of a pie is the biggest pain in the ass. Well, I'm not too terribly upset about it, except the bottom crust didn't come off on the damn thing. But I'm going to chalk that up to the first piece. Regardless, it's going to taste amazing. Alright, let's give it a taste. Alright kids, let's give this a try. Yes, indeed, y'all. This is really good. You know, it's all about getting out of your comfort zone. I'm not a baker, but I'm going to chalk this up as a first attempt success. And, you know, the goal here, like I said in the beginning, wasn't to focus on the pastry. It was to get the filling right. Now I think we can start talking about making a homemade pie crust with this thing. Oh my God, can you imagine? And anyway, not to dilly-dally anymore, here you have it. Granny's chocolate pie, kids. Why don't we see this more? I don't know. Take care, we'll see you next time.